Yes. Make sure you log on to doggiediamondstv.com. That is my official website. doggiediamondstv.com. Make sure you log on there. Go to the bottom of the page, put your email in, and you will get the email of whatever I upload, whatever content come out. The email will come directly to your email. Doggie Diamonds. No. DoggieDiamondsTV.com. See, my niece is texting me at the same time. And that's what happened. And have you heard about my $200 promo deal? If not, let me give you some details really quick. So first and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV accounts. That's the Insta Stories, the YouTube community, the Threads, the Twitter accounts. Yes. This is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you get in front of over 500,000 people with your product, with a post on my various social media outlets. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Let's go. Yes, as if you file in the room, make sure you hit that like button. Hitting the like button is like wiping your feet on a carpet when you walk in somebody's crib and you know you was stepping outside doing something you ain't had no business doing. Well, you could have just been outside. That don't mean that you stepped in no poop or nothing like that. But what you should do is definitely wipe your feet. And by wiping your feet, it's hitting that like button. I'm tripping right now. Okay, let me get it together. Texting my baby at the same time, so I'm trying to talk to her and deal with y'all at the same time because she's hilarious. If you can hear me right now too, I'm texting you. Shout out to everybody in the room, and don't forget. Doggie Diamonds did this. I'm talking. Shout out to Tim Mack in the building. Hold on. Shout out to Big Damo, coaches in the building holding it down. Cassette and Records, what's up? Neltron, 8000, what's up? Sticky Finger, what's up? Mo Money, what's up? Illy Philly 215 is in the building. Brutus is in the building. Chakra King is in the building first and foremost. They was here. Brooklyn GQ was good. Brooklyn is always in the building. Neltron 8000, I'll shout you out 1 billion times. Aruba 927 is in the building. XR 650 is in the building. Cassette and Records, that is fire. Gigantic is in the building. Yeah, Gigantic, you here. Idris the God is in the building. Tim Mack, I appreciate you for your donation. Thank you for the birthday shout. Chief Black, what's up? T-Short, what's up? Nervin's Numbers, what's up? I'm here. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Just go through some stuff with y'all really quick. Get up out of here, do some more work. Yes. Knowledge was good. Torrance, what's up? I'm here. Oh, wow. I don't even know where. I'm about to say, I don't even know where my glasses is at. This is about to be an interesting one. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes. It was on beat, kind of off beat. I'll take it. That was a little off beat. DJ Rec, what's up? Check Viz Online, what's up? How's everybody doing? Yes, Big Damo, you already know what it is. So here I am. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Saturday night, a lot of things going on in the culture. Start this off with saying R.I.P. to Angie Stone, somebody that's very, very important to the culture, not only as an R&B singer, as one of the earliest first female artists, rapper that is, in the culture. DJ Red Light, I see you. Mr. Q, what's up? Rashawn DeGreer, how you doing? I know sometimes I be seeming like I'm ignoring you, Rashonda, but I'm not. And if my niece is watching you, I see you tomorrow. She tried to hold me hostage on the phone on FaceTime while I told her I got to go to work. So she tried to hold me on FaceTime while I'm going live, and So if I don't see you tomorrow, make sure you pick up your popcorn. I got your spicy white cheddar. There she go. There goes my baby. Listen, baby, you don't talk in here either. So anyway, I seen you tight. Yeah, I seen you. So rest in peace to Angie Stone. A lot else going on. Trump barking on the president of the Ukraine. If y'all saw that, that is out of control. That was out of control. Shout out to Uncle Luke. I had to get at him real quick because first and foremost, Uncle Luke was like, why did the reporter ask Zelensky why he don't have a suit on? And I had to tell Luke, would you go representing a corporation and go get a bank loan wearing an Adidas suit? You know, so you come into the United States, the most powerful person in the world, asking for help, and you got on looking like you just came from Starbucks or Chipotle. Put on a suit. Or at least you see a lot of the other world leaders, they'll at least have on military, or they'll have on whatever their garb is. This dude came through dressed like he just went jogging or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get up out of here. So, yeah, we not doing that. Put on a suit. But Angie Stone was very, very important to the culture. Sad situation that happened with her. My favorite song by her, it's many of them. But my favorite record by Angie Stone is her collaboration with Guru off the Jazzmatazz. I think that's Jazzmatazz 3. Guru, damn, rest in peace to Guru too. Guru and Angie Stone produced by DJ Scratch. That's my favorite record. And of course, her record with, it's the same beat as Biggie Nasty Girl. Jazzy Faye got away with two. He gave two people the same beat. So when we dealing with these rest in peace things, which brings us to tonight, and this is important because I want to talk to about this Ashanti thing, because wish I didn't miss you. Yeah, a lot of them was keep your worries. Yes, Elmatic, what's up? So the thing with this Ashanti thing, reason why I'm talking about this, because sometimes many people we don't know when our time is up. Many people have gripes with people. Some people are okay with it. Some people wish they had to reconcile. Some people wish they had to spoke to the person. Some people wish they had to made amends before a person passes. And then when they pass, there's nothing you could do. But this is more so towards the audience and the audience members and the people who were online and thought it was funny when Ashanti moved on with Nelly. Because I remember many people saying, check on Irv, check on Irv. Now look, that wasn't that long ago y'all was yelling, check on Irv, check on Irv. And the same people who was yelling, check on Irv, is also saying R.I.P. You know that sadness, depression does not help you when you have an ailment or a sickness. It actually weakens your immune system and it speeds up the process of you passing away. And also I would say that when I saw him on the last time he was on Drink Champs, he looked very, very defeated, and he looked like he gave up. And he looked like he was saying in that interview, all I done for the culture, look how y'all treat me. And that's what resonated with me, because whether we like it or not, he is responsible for the success of Jay-Z, DMX, as well as Ja Rule, Ashanti, and all of the, Def Jam, Save Def Jam. But we think it's funny when somebody's going through something, and we always check on Irv. Irv right now probably wanna, and sometimes we succumb to the pressures of the internet and what people say. He could have been trying to move on with his life, but people kept coming in. People would go in his comments and say, Ashanti and Nelly, you mad? To me, I never partook in that. I thought it was kind of corny that happened. But again, sometimes we succumb to sadness. And again, when you're dealing with sadness, it does weaken your immune system because you're in a bad mind state, and it does something to you. And I really feel in my heart of hearts that Irv just gave up. And according to his brother Chris, which is my comrade, Chris said he felt like for the last few years of his life, he kind of didn't care. So Ashanti sits down with Angie Martinez, and she gives a testimony of, Angie asks her these questions. So this is what I'm gonna go through with y'all right now. Hold on.
First of all, I thought the way that you reacted to Irv passing was so classy.
And I think, and the thing that Ashanti wrote about Irv was very, very tasteful and classy, although many of you was being tasteless and being so-called happy for her, going at Irv. Look how classy she was.
I thought she said the perfect thing. And I just wonder how that has affected you, or how you have been processing that.
Because respectfully, Ashanti is a talented writer. Ashanti did her thing. Ashanti became a pop star. And that's all due to Irv, in my opinion, because in my opinion also, she wasn't the most talented singer. But Irv was able to get with her, give her the right soundtrack, the right motion, that she became somebody that people are even associating with. He made her somebody that Nelly wanted. And I ain't talking about how she looked or anything like that. And if you've seen old picture of how she looked, Irv did a lot to help this woman, and then he won't get no credit. Now, he don't deserve no credit for also being mentally abusive either. But I'm just saying, we wouldn't know who Ashanti was if it wasn't for Irv. But let her talk.
Because it was unexpected.
Definitely unexpected. It was a lot to process. You know, it was a lot of different feelings and emotions, you know. And I think, honestly, what I said is really how I feel.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
I could tell.
I was really sad, and I'm still sad that,
I'm glad she's speaking
you know,
about this, though. It's
it
important.
ended like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there was a time where things was just like amazing, you know, and I know in my heart that I always just wanted peace.
Now look, when she said, I know in my heart, and you see her nostrils flare, that's the sign of serious emotion. Like, if you look when she says, I know in my heart, and her nostrils did that, that's when somebody's holding back crying, seriously.
In my heart that I always just...
Look.
I know in my heart
See
that
that?
I always just wanted peace for both of us. You know what I mean? For us to be cordial, and I wished peace for him. I prayed for him to be at peace. And you don't really see this coming. You know what I mean? Like,
You never do. And then again, it could, you know, and to Irv, detriment, the sadness, the bitterness, the trolling, the 50 Cent success, the feds raiding him, the taking everything, to Ashanti leaving. Yo, that shit take a toll on you. And sometimes people could come and say, yo, we need to talk. And you'd be like, I don't want to talk, because at my lowest point, you abandoned me.
it really just came out of nowhere, you know?
Did you think you'd have the opportunity where you could maybe have something cordial?
I really wanted it to happen, you know, because I'm like, yo, like I said, we made history together. You
Right.
know, that is infinite. Like, we're talking about my son. My son is gonna know that we made these records together.
And you know, it's funny because Ashanti gets all these accolades from Nelly, being in a relationship with Nelly, and that's cool because they're in a relationship. You are supposed to move on. The thing that I find funny, that every time she performs not new songs, she performed what Irv did. And that has nothing to do with Nelly, but it's like Nelly. And nobody credits Irv for Ashanti being Ashanti. And I think that took its toll on him.
You know what I mean? And I'm sad that the last few years we weren't seeing eye to eye. What I do know is that I tried. You know, I do know that I extended the olive branch, and I do know that, again, I tried to I just wanted things to be cool. You know what I mean?
You just didn't want no smoke.
I didn't want no smoke.
Now, sometimes people say, I wanted things to be cool. I ain't want no smoke, but it's litigation and it's court stuff going on. and me and you could resolve our issues, but I might have to get deposed later by your lawyer, you know. So it's a lot of games that get played because, you know, this could get spent like, yo, she didn't want no problems on Irv, she tried. But you can't tell me, yo, me and you is cool and I don't want no problems with you. And there's a lawyer calling my lawyer to come in to get deposed about, you know, royalty and stuff like that. And she's supposed to do that. I'm not saying she's not supposed to do that. But when it's litigation and it's we arguing over ownership, we ain't cool until that's resolved. So till the business is resolved, we could be cool. But again, you know, sometimes we look at everything as some street business, and sometimes when it's legal, we can't be cool till all the legalities is covered.
You know,
You caught a lot of strays in that situation, so yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. You handled it with such grace, though, baby. Like, really.
Thank
like,
you.
You couldn't have handled it better. And I was thinking about this when I was reading what you wrote. You said, like, I have always said, even through, like, the ugliest parts of this, I'm
Yeah.
paraphrasing, but what I felt from you was, like, even through the ugliest parts of this, you have always given him the credit of changing your life
Absolutely.
and being, bringing out the best.
Right. And she might have. And I think that's dope. But again, what you say and what the people say, I'm telling you, trolling is, people think it's no big deal, but it's different when 3 people say it. But try 3,000, try 30,000, try 300,000, try 3 million people. It don't really go that far. But 3 people, 30,000 people leaving comments all over your thing about her moving on and having a baby. You know, you like, yo, all right. But people sometimes won't leave you alone about something that they think bother you. You know, it's like somebody coming in here and saying, he got shades on in the house. He only got 4 hats. He wear the same 4 hats. He wear a black shirt. When I've showed and proved, I got like 90 hats. I got Gargamel black shirts. I wear shades because these lights hurt my eyes. But that's what people think they're trolling you with. So they won't stop. You know, and some of it, you can control it. Some of it you can't, because you can't control all your platforms. But go ahead, Ashanti.
Best in you creatively.
Yeah, that'll never change.
Yeah.
Even in the interview that we did, you know what I mean? Even though we weren't on great terms.
And that was like the peak of like
yes,
it being bad.
Bad,
And
really
you still
bad. And that's what I
maintain
mean.
the
And
level of grace.
Because I genuinely will always feel grateful. I will always be thankful, you know, and be honest about all of that. And
So again, you'll say you made me, but I want this. The Masters thing, you know, it's so tough because Irv felt the way like, yo, I made them records. Like, why should I give you ownership of something that I created? Most of them execs don't give their artists their masters if they own them. Don't get it twisted. Don't think people give their masters back, and don't look at it that they getting jerked or all that. That's music business 101. A lot of people don't get their masters back. So I never really faulted Irv for that. It's probably a way they could have handled it, but like he told Nori, why would I give up my money when you don't ask Lee Orr to give his masters back? You didn't ask Jimmy Iovine to give their masters back. Why should I give my masters back if that's my money of my creation, is my label? But continue, Ashanti.
obviously, you know, I spoke with all the guys. The whole situation was just so sudden, you know, and I don't know. It's just
His sickness wasn't sudden though. He's been battling for some years now. You can see it. He had, if I'm not mistaken, he had a stroke like last year, and you know, again, 50 laughed and people trolled him and thought it was funny. Remember, there was pictures of him walking with a cane. People thought it was funny. So it's not sudden. It's something that was inevitable.
it's just really
If he didn't change his lifestyle and do the things he needed to do.
hard to kind of wrap your mind around everything, especially like for me, I have so many amazing things happening in my life right now, you know, and it's just so positive. And honestly, when you're in such a good place, you wish everybody well. Even if you're not getting along, it's like you want to kind of give off some of that?
Not me. If I don't care how good I'm doing, I don't never. If you a op, I hope you don't never do good. So salute to her. I ain't that strong yet.
That positive energy, that good love. You know what I mean? So
You love your ops?
You tried.
yeah.
Nah.
They spoke the job.
Yeah, we were in Hawaii together. And I sent like a bunch of arrangements and stuff like that. But yeah, it was, it's sad.
It's sad.
And it's tough on everybody, you know?
Makes you cherish the days.
Yeah.
You know what's deep about this too? I'm gonna come back to y'all really quick. You know what's deep about this too is the fact that, throughout all of this, he did have like a he did have a wife. Like nobody never says like she was messing with a married man. Like we knew who his wife was. It's just such a sticky situation. Again, rest in peace to Irv. I wish Ashanti well in her journey in life because she got a right to move. She has a right to move on. She has a right to create her life and not be a prisoner of her past. I respect that. But it was a lot that was done. And out of it all, Irv was just like the bad guy. Like he was just the bad guy. Hey Auntie says Irv should have allowed her to perform those songs. That part was unfair and petty. I mean, if you own something, you own it. Listen, business is never fair. Business is always petty. And again, I think we mix business with friendship. We mix a homeboy shit. We look at everything as a drug deal, a drug flip. And, I bought a slice of pizza last week. Nah, we are, and we should respect business. I think a lot of times we the only one that say shit ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about when companies merges, how many people lose their job and all that. You can't say it's not fair. It's business. And business is what gives you power and leverage. That's why you put yourself in that position. I think as Black people, we want to use that card like, we supposed to be this and we supposed to, no. We're doing business. And somebody said something to me recently. And I didn't want to hear it, but it was real. I didn't want to hear it. A former business partner did something to me that they had no business doing. And I conveyed it to somebody. And he said to me, that's your fault. I said, what you mean? He said, no, this is your fault for not covering your tracks and thinking y'all was too cool for business. And it pissed me off, but he was right though. You know what I'm saying? To think that, oh, you won't do that to me. You my man. Nah, it's business. Business is shrewd. Business ain't fair, and business is business. So a lot of times we be like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. It's business. We gotta respect business. And the music business has so much. And I want to say this too, because this is very, very important. Many people chime in about music industry stuff that never had a record deal, never been in a record label, never had a recording contract, don't have an entertainment lawyer, and don't know what you're talking about. Many of these artists are always going to say something to make them look right. And y'all be living and dying by words of people, and people lie. One thing I don't like is when I go out and I'm on Twitter or I'm here, I see people argue with me in the comments. And you argue about how you feel, but how you feel is not business. Business is business. Paperwork is paperwork. I know what the record business is about. It ain't cool. It ain't sweet. And y'all be doing a lot of guesswork and you go off of feelings. This ain't no feelings thing, because the same way you make somebody $2 billion, they'll escort your ass out the building and bar you from the premises. Seriously. So you can't sit there and say, well, that's not how this works. And I wish many of you, again, if you was an electrician, the one thing I ain't going to do is tell you, because I know about the positive, the negative, and the neutral. I ain't going to stand behind your shoulder and tell you, because you're going to get zapped fucking with me. When it comes to this music business, if you don't know, it's okay to sit back and listen to people and read up on some stuff. But many of you are very argumentative about the music business and have no clue what you're talking about, at all. At all. You've never even been in a record label before. You don't know what it's like to go in Universal. You don't know what it's like to have been in that Polygram building. You don't know what none of that is like. Capitol Records. You don't know none of that, but you keep arguing with people about what happens with deals and he said this, and I'm like, yo, you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know the difference between a record deal and a production deal or a demo deal. You don't know. And that's what happened in these situations. Ashanti will sign something. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of artists who will sign, say she'll sign to Murder Inc. and don't even know she ain't got nothing to do with Def Jam. Not saying this is a situation, but that happens. She'll sign to Murder Inc. and think that she signed to Def Jam. And Def Jam would be like, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, that's between you and Irv. So you'll be like, I'm not on Def Jam. No, we just P&D, pressing and distribution. We don't got nothing to do with that. But people will be like, no, Def Jam. Yo, it's not Def Jam situation. It's Irv's situation. It's Irv's situation. So, again, man, if more people knew about the music business, you would have done something in it. You wouldn't be complaining. You wouldn't be getting jerked. You wouldn't. But, this is not something that everybody just wake up knowing and you seen an interview and now you know because such and such said it. And I'm like, yo, the niggas be lying. They always going to, who was the loser in the story? Only time the person is a loser in the story is when they're complaining and they want everybody to feel sorry for them and they want to talk about how they got done dirty. Listen, and other than that, yeah, because I signed a deal. I had a 85-15 split. 85-15 with who? Because it wasn't with the distribution. You were signed to a label. Let me give you another jewel really quick, right? And I'm going to go. I ain't going to keep y'all long tonight. Let me tell you something. On YouTube. So YouTube, you have 100% of the pie. And again, I know y'all watch people and, people be sounding like they profound and they know what the hell they talking about. And they don't be knowing what they talking about. I'm going to give you real jewelry right now. So you have YouTube. AdSense. It's 100% of the pie. Being that AdSense is the one that's putting all these ads on the video, they automatically take 35 to 40% of that pie. Then you'll have people that sign with an MCN, a media content network distribution company that services premium ads. So many of us is in MCN. So you sign a situation with the MCN, and you can do an 85-15 split with the MCN, but it's not 85-15, it's 85-15 of 60%. YouTube take their 40s. Google take their 40 off that. So when dudes be bragging, I did my deal 85-15 with YouTube. No, you didn't. You did your 85-15 with an MCN off of 60. YouTube took their 40. Remember, it's 100% of the pie. YouTube took their 40. You got 60 left. Out of that 60, you do a side deal with somebody, and you get 85% of the 60% that's left, and they get 15. So it'd be a lot of capping. Me, I just sit back and watch people play themselves. And that's it. But I know, it's easy to fool fools, and it's easy to fool people who don't know any better. And I'm going to tell you, not knowing is never a legal defense because you're supposed to do your due diligence and your homework. So a lot of times dudes be like, yo, we getting this, we getting that. I don't say nothing because I know if a dude or somebody could hold some money to their ear, show you a chain or show you something, you believe it. And a lot of times people be capping. And that's why we be ending up in these bad business situations because we don't know the business. And we be like, yo, no, but he has said, and I'm like, yo, but he just straight up lied to you. He just lied to you. And again, being out, I got so much bad classifications on me, not by my day ones, by other people. I could give you a lot of information on stuff, but shit, why should I? Nobody else don't do it, and they get rewarded. You know what I'm saying? They get rewarded. They don't teach you nothing. They just use buzzwords and act like they know what they talking about. And a lot of times they don't. Me, I do business. I know business. I haven't been in this culture. Next year, make 20 years that I've been in the internet business. You don't last 20 years because you don't know what you're doing. But Rock Fresh, I appreciate you. You don't last 20 years because you don't know what you're doing. But go to your favorite person and listen to them and see if they could give you information that you could sustain, maintain, and grow with. So a lot of times, Irv would be like, yo, you signed to me. He'll get a P&D for Murder, Inc. But if something happens with Ashanti and Irv, like somebody said in the chat, Def Jam would be like, we don't want that. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't coming over here. So rarely do the artists get to go to the distribution company. You know what I'm saying? But Def Jam has to work for Murder, Inc. because they got a press and distribution company, but Murder, Inc. will have their own radio team, their own street team, their own promotion team, their own A&Rs. That's not Def Jam. So it's like sometimes you be like, yo, we on Universal. No, you're not. You on Cash Money. Like somebody said in the chat, no, you on Cash Money. You got to deal with them. We deal with them. And another thing that the MCNs are is this. And the MCNs is very, very synonymous with record labels because, okay, you have Google AdSense, which is a big conglomerate, a big ad servicing company. When you see all these ads, that's Google AdSense. If Google AdSense can stop from dealing with 10 million individual YouTubers and then set one company out, and then that company deals with all these individuals, it lightens their load. We'll pay y'all to do it. So that's what happens a lot of times. So a lot of times, for example, they had the game, right? They didn't know what to do with the game. Dr. Dre had the game. What they said, send them to G Unit. Let 50 A&R and cultivate that. When he left G Unit, did he go to Aftermath? Did he go to Interscope? They ain't want him in the first place. 50 took him. But they'll deal with G Unit and 50 will cultivate that. They'll deal with G Unit, 50 will cultivate that. But it ain't no one-on-one, the game dealing with Jimmy Iovine or Dr. Dre. Nope. You can't work with 50, you up out of here. So that's basically how to explain that right there. And that happens a lot of times. You be thinking, yo, I'm G Unit, Aftermath, you make records, Doctor's Advocate. You do all that. He be like, shit, I ain't know what to do with you. 50 saved you. And then you leave 50, you leave G Unit, and you be like, yo, I'm just gonna mess with Dre. And Dre like, no, you not. No, you ain't. So that happens like that. But make sure you subscribe here. Make sure you like the video. Month of March going crazy. I'm just telling y'all right now, fasten your seatbelt. A lot of short clips daily, more lives every day. I'm not going to skip a day. maybe twice a day, depending. Yeah, and a lot of content, because I got a lot of content to release, and I plan on releasing it. So just make sure you subscribe here. Make sure you share these videos. Shout out to Ashanti, R.I.P. to Irv. Shout out to Angie Martinez for being able to get that exclusive, because it's important. And in this situation, I'm not blaming Ashanti for the outcome. Irv lived how he wanted to live, and that's just real. But what I will do, Chief Black, I appreciate you. What I will do is I'll just say, for you, the viewers, just be careful, man, because sometimes the trolling, it really, really affects people. Even though people say, it don't bother me, it don't bother me. When you have children and you might have to explain to your children your behaviors wrecked your home, so now you got to go home and explain to your children, it could bother you. It could bother you, and that's what it is. So, yo, I'm Doggie Diamonds, man. I ain't keep y'all too long. Y'all could get back to whatever it is y'all want to do. It's Saturday night. Just make sure y'all hit the make sure you hit the like. Make sure you leave a comment. Even if you in the chat, please leave a comment on the video anyway. And I will holler at y'all later on. Put a lot of content out over the past few days. The way YouTube is like kind of breaking it down, it's kind of hard to deliver it to you. I have so much content on this channel that comes up sometime. I be forgot on an interview people like OC. But the way, let me show you something really, really quick. When you go, there's different tabs. So you have the home tab that'll show you the For You. It'll show you all the videos I put out, but a lot of times they won't pop up in your feed. So sometimes you have to go to the tab. So sometimes you got to hit the live and go through the tabs. I did not change this artwork, and I thought I changed this artwork. So I played myself. So yeah, you got to go to the different tabs. Sometimes you could go to the posts. I put up different posts. So yeah, when you go to my page, just make sure you go to the different tabs. You got videos, you got shorts. It's different things, because they all don't come up on a feed like that unless you go to the home feed and you scroll and you look at different things. But a lot of times they don't do that. But I definitely did some Ashanti artwork. I don't know. Look, that's the artwork right there. I don't know why that didn't come up. But the new theme for Doggie Diamonds No Filter 2 as well is the white background, red lettering, and just a picture. So that's my new theme that I'm running with. So if you see that a lot, I try to keep my colorways as much as possible. Only thing that I didn't do is when I did this Snoop little story, I couldn't put him in red, so I put him in blue. But everything else is my colorways that I make, and as you can see right in here, this would be like a colorway. Yeah, that's how it normally would look, but the lettering would be white. I made I make a lot of stuff. I make a lot of templates so I could work faster, work easier. So again, man, I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully, I said something that resonated with you. But I will say, rest in peace to Angie Stone once again. Rest in peace to Jerry Butler, Valletta Wallace, everybody that we lost. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Take care of yourself. Until next time, I'm out. And I was cool tonight. I didn't really snap because I think my baby's still watching, so I can't curse in front of her. I don't curse in front of mine. So look, she gonna say I'm not holding you hostage. I'm texting. So what I won't do, if I don't curse in front of mine, I ain't gonna curse in front of yours. And so a lot of times, if you got children watching, I try to keep it cordial where I'm not wilding out. But she might be watching me still, and that's it. But Gwen McCrae as well too. Wow, man. A lot of people passed away, but life is short. We gotta live, and we gotta well, I say this. Instead of trying not to die, we gotta start living a little bit more. Because death is inevitable. But living a good, healthy, happy, prosperous life, you decide that. Death is inevitable. So instead of trying not to die and avoid this and fear monger this and fear that, no. What you need to do is live. So yeah, that's it, man. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. And make sure you watch these related videos right here too.